Okay, welcome to another video. I decided to come and do commentary on this because it was just too interesting not to like weigh in on. At first, when I saw it, I was just like, oh, okay. Like my first thought was like, oh, I'll finally get to see what she looks like because I stopped watching the show and I didn't really see what she looked like or anything like that. I haven't been following the show for like a few seasons. But I remember the season where they were talking about him cheating on Melody with this person, but nobody knew who the person was. So at first I was just like, dang, I missed a lot of this show because I didn't realize that they talked about her so much because the way she was talking, she was like, oh, the show, carrying the show and everything. And it's like, girl, were they talking about you that much? I don't recall that, but again, I haven't watched the last two seasons, so you guys could comment down below and let me know. Like, did I miss that much that they're actually making her a part of the storyline officially? Um, like that, have they done that at all? Like the way she was talking, you would think so. So, anyway, overall, I thought that Tasha was trolling her, and I thought she was being sarcastic. But I couldn't really tell, and I feel like that's a testament to Tasha K because I'm I feel like this was a genius interview. Like I guess this is what they mean by like people feeding the streets because so she did this interview and she asked her questions. Like Tasha K has different personalities that interview people too. Like when Young Pharaoh, she was like concerned eyebrow Tasha, but this time she was just kind of like um just inquisitive Tasha. Like, I'm not judging you. She never said she wasn't judging her or anything like that, but that was the tone she gave and the vibe that I felt. And I understand it because she had to make the girl feel comfortable interviewing her. But it just was not a good look. I wonder if she went home and watched that video, like if she watched that video with us and is thinking, oh my God, like I look crazy or whatever, because I just don't understand why she was there. Um, so I'm not married and I'm single. I don't know if that matters for anyone listening as far as what my opinion of this is, but my personal opinion is that she is delusional a little bit. Like I don't like to do videos that tear people down, but I do like to do videos where I can be completely honest about what I experienced with what I saw. And um you know, with this situation, it's like she justified a lot to herself because the things that she kept saying did not make any sense. And one of the things was when she um hold on, I took notes because this was a lot. I was like, girl, are you really sitting on pretty much national TV saying like there like you have a like, what are you doing? Is what I was like feeling like, no, what are you doing? Like, you are in no position to be like giving someone an interview. So, anyway, that's just my thought. If it was me and I did something like that and I just try to put myself in her shoes or whatever, I'll save that to the end. I'll say what my opinion is. Um, but yeah, I feel like Tasha K was trolling her. I feel like she did a great job with this interview, asking questions, and she has this knack to be able to just let people talk and she doesn't have to say certain things and it's just either implied or the people that are watching will run with it. And so I guess this is the testament to Tasha K and how the YouTube streets work, right? And so I guess this is what they mean when they say somebody fed the kids because she did this video and she asked these questions in a neutral tone of voice and she just let the lady talk. And now everybody else can just take what she said and excuse me. Everybody else can just take what she said and she doesn't really have a defense. Like she doesn't really have a defense now. I don't know what she was thinking. Anyway, I just want to be completely honest about this. It's not going to be a long video. It's just a couple of things that I just want to just point out and hit on. So, like I said, I think Tasha K was trolling. She even said that Martell looked like a teenage mutant ninja turtle, which he kind of does. I mean, everybody's not for everybody. I'm not saying that Martell's not cute or whatever, but um, he's not my type. And he kind of does look like a ninja turtle, but somebody like it. So, there's that. But when she said, I really felt so bad for her when she kept on saying single parent household, single parent household. And I was just like, what? And then when Tasha asked her to explain it, or when she got her to elaborate and she did, I was just like, it just was very, very interesting to just watch her do it. Like, I feel like she's trying to get on reality TV because if you are dealing with a married man, regardless of what age you are, you admitted that you knew that he was married before you started sleeping with him. Those were her words. So, that being the case, you kind of can't say anything about the backlash you're getting because if that never happened, we wouldn't be here. And she kept saying that he was pursuing her. He was pursuing her. So it's like, okay, most women have had a man that they didn't really want to deal with try to pursue them, and you had to end it at some point. At some point, you have to stop taking the phone calls, stop opening the door, stop opening your legs, stuff like that. But you knew what you were doing. And so once especially after you came on here and admitted that you knew that he was married, everything else is kind of null and void because, yeah, we already know he's wrong, but like you're not going to make yourself look any better by saying anything. Like, I don't know though, because I feel like if I was a person, okay, so this is my opinion. If I was a person who did that, and the person I was dealing with was about to go do a reality show that they told me about, I would be like, well, if you about to go do a reality show, then you must be about to tell everybody what we doing because eventually the shit's gonna come out. And so you continue to keep messing with him. I don't know why you thought it would never come out. And then you had a baby and she had like a couple miscarriages too. Like, there's nothing that anybody wants to hear from you, and it has nothing to do with her personally. Like, it could be anybody that he was messing with that's not his wife. Like, everybody would be mad because they're on TV and they're married. So nobody's gonna take that well. So I don't know who talked to her, who she confided in, or who she's getting guidance from to go and do stuff like this, but like, she should not be doing any interviews. Like, why are you interviewing? If it would almost be different if you didn't know he was married and all of a sudden y'all been dealing with each other for whatever amount of time and y'all had a baby and then you found out he was married. Everybody would want to hear your story then because you would be a victim along with the wife. But the wife, like, she didn't even have nothing to do with this starting. Like, she didn't take any of the actions. She didn't go and put the D in the P or nothing like that. She was minding her business, being the wife and going through whatever they was going through together. He steps out and yeah, he probably pursued her. But you still have a choice to be like, nah, I'm not dealing with that. Like, what if Melody was crazy and just ended up just like killing everybody? Like, you don't know how seriously people take their vows. I'm sorry. But I just can't figure out who would let her go on to do an interview with Tasha K, no less. Like, does she watch Tasha K? Does she know? Like, Tasha, you know what? I don't even know how to explain it. But I just know that Tasha has a way of making herself seem really friendly and cool to people. Not that she's not really friendly and cool, but that doesn't mean she's not gonna ask you the questions that might make you look crazy. But the crazy thing is you did it to yourself. So Anyway, I just wanted to weigh in on that. Let me look back at my notes and see what else I'm missing. We talked about the single parent household. Um, she really is trying to get on this show, in my opinion. Like, and the crazy thing is, the show is the show because Melody. So, what would you be doing on the show? Like, I don't get it. I don't know. And then there was a point when Tasha K was like, she wanted to know if she would apologize to Melody, and she was like, no, she didn't do anything wrong or whatever. But Tasha K had like her assistant bring her phone so she could call Melody and get Melody on the phone or whatever. And Arionne looked so uncomfortable when that happened. Like, she was like, oh wait, what's going on? She was trying to act normal, but she looked so uncomfortable. But Tasha didn't get her on the phone or whatever. But who knows if she could have been doing that to see if she was just gonna like blurt something else out or whatever. It would have been funny. It would have been funny had she done it too, um but I mean, it was just not a good look on this video. I mean, for this interview. I just don't understand why she didn't think this stuff would be exposed. Um so then she said something about how she has beef with Oprah. And so I was sitting here like, why you got beef with Oprah? And then somebody, I guess in the comments, was like, oh, own network, and Tasha mentioned it too. And she was like, she know Oprah don't know her and this, that, and the other, but I don't even think Oprah still owns OWN. I'm gonna have to really look that up, but that felt like another thing where I feel she was trying to like get on TV. Like, she's trying to extend her 15 minutes of fame. I don't know. But it was hilarious. Okay, so this is really what I wanted to say. This is really what like irritated me about this whole thing. The reason why she feels like she can come on here and do interviews, and she has this like, she thinks she's on the same level as Melody. And what happens is dudes don't really understand the magnitude of this. When you are out and you decide to deal with somebody else, the way you treat that person, I mean, the fact that you're telling her that you're married and she still is going to deal with you is already giving her a level of disrespect that you have for your wife. But when you guys have that pillow talk and you start complaining about the woman that you're with to the person that you're stepping out on, that makes that person feel like elevated above the person that you're with. And it's a false elevation. I mean, we always figure out at the end that it's a false elevation because somebody gets approached, somebody gets left alone, somebody gets their ass whipped or whatever. And so this obviously happened in the situation because there is no way that she should feel comfortable doing an interview with Tasha K, no less. She's about to get dragged again. Anyway, this video wasn't to drag her. I just wanted to point out those things because I feel like we should be able to come to each other and be like, no, girl, this was not the move. You should not have been doing that. You need to know when you're wrong. You did do something wrong, Arionne Curry, because you knew that he was married and you continued to sleep with him for a long ass time. So anything that happened after that, I mean, nobody's gonna give you any sympathy because you knew what you were doing and you knew that it was not a good thing to do. So, oh, that's crazy. And I don't care if she was 20 when she was with him or not, 24, however old she was or whatever, you still knew right from wrong. So, no. So anyway, there was also a behind the scenes portion on the Tasha K app, like a 5 minute like reel of them like just kind of closing out the interview. And she got a little bit like gutter, you know what I'm saying? I don't even want to say gutter, but you know, she wasn't the prim and proper person that she was on camera. So when they were doing the interview. But basically, she was still talking about this apology and how she not apologizing to her. She didn't gave her the side chick of the year award, and she's not, she's not. No, I ain't apologizing to no bitch that's gonna do that. That's basically the attitude. And whoever the coach is on the same dumb time as she's on, because she was just egging her on and agreeing with her or whatever. And the whole time Tasha's just like, yeah, yeah, you're not a side chick. I just feel like she was trolling her. But anyway, yeah, so I mean, Tasha K got them a hotel room and they closed out the interview, and I guess they was on their way or whatever. But um that was crazy. And then she gonna have the nerve to say that if you're a young woman and you're messing with the married man, don't be like me and don't sleep with anybody else. Girl, bye. That doesn't make you look any different. No. Mm-mm. And then, okay, so the last thing I will talk about is the fact that she said that she feels like Melody lets the internet drag her. I just want to say again, you're in the situation because you messed with somebody's husband and you knew that he was married. So please stop trying to build a case around this. Like, if they gave her a show, like, what would it be about? Nobody's going to go for that. Like, no. Anyway, like, share, and subscribe. I just wanted to come pop in on this topic. And I'll see you guys in the next video. All right.